Warsaw Chopin Airport. This is where your Poland adventure begins. Whether you are taking off to some ordinary or some exotic destination, you'll feel like a kid in a candy store. Check in to check out. Warsaw's Chopin Airport. Your gateway to adventure. In this episode, we're going to take a walk around the LOT Business Check-in with Adrian Kubicki from LOT Airlines. And he's going to show us what the check-in procedure is like and give us the basics on what it's like to fly with LOT Airlines from Warsaw Chopin Airport. Stay with us. It's a great show. We look forward to having you with us.
Welcome to our dedicated check-in area for our premium customers traveling in business class, premium class, or the passengers who are holders of loyalty cards, gold or silver. They can come here. As you can see, beautiful carpet, dedicated check-in staff waiting for passengers to come to check in their luggage. With the priority, basically no queues through the day. You can do it very quickly, very efficiently. This is also the area where you can wait for your colleagues to come, your travel companions. You can also work a little bit if you need to before going through the security and aboard the airplane. You see, we prepared special chairs and the tables for them to do so. Very good, very spacious. It's still an open space, but you can feel sort of more comfortable, more quiet than at any other place in the airport, and that's what our business class passengers need because they work all the time. Sure. Here is business class meeting point, so if you want to set up a particular point where you want to meet with your travel companions, you can say, let's meet at LOT business class meeting point, and it's actually here. While waiting for your colleagues to come, you can admire our beautiful airplane.
Yeah, this is the Dreamliner.
The Dreamliner.
Right? That we were talking about.
Which will take you on any transatlantic flight. Beautiful airplane, as you can see.
Thank you, Mr. Boeing.
Not just model, but the actual airplane is also magnificent. So this gives you the flavor of what's to come when you pass the security. Okay, and board the airplane. And if we talk about the security, the efficiency is key for all our business class passengers. For those who travel on business purposes, they don't come to airport too early, much in advance. They want to squeeze everything in the most limited time they possibly can. And for that purpose, we always say to these passengers, travel on LOT and from Warsaw, because this is the most efficient airport. As you can see, you have only a few steps from check-in zone to the security, which is dedicated, so-called fast track. This is dedicated security for business class passengers. No queues whatsoever, only few steps from the check-in. Yeah. And you pass the security, and only a few steps above the security, if we can present it, upstairs from the security, we have our business lounge. You can see through the window. This is where you end just prior to boarding the airplane. You can work a little bit. You have a food there, wide choice of beverages. You can spend your time working, relaxing before your journey. We counted actually that from showing up at the airport here at the check-in to come to the business lounge takes from 10 to 15 minutes.
Planes, trains, and automobiles. All great ways of getting around, but if you're at an airport, pretty likely you're going to be taking an airplane. A big old jet airliner somewhere in the world, some destination, far or possibly near. In Poland, you might be headed to Krakow. You might be headed to Warsaw from one of the other cities. You might be headed to Wrocław or Poznan or Gdansk. You might be going to Lublin. We have a lot of choices. Those are all the major, most of the major cities. I forgot Łódź, but it's very close. You can take a train to Łódź. If you are going to fly long distance, nothing like that beautiful Boeing Dreamliner. Quite an airplane, roomy and very comfortable, and great for flying to Toronto, New York, Chicago, Los Angeles, any of those kind of places in the States. I don't know if it flies to Los Angeles, but I know it flies to the East Coast. Great airplane.
This is great advantage. Yeah. That's why we put everything together. As you can see, only few steps from check-in to security, and then from security to business lounge. Then you know that at the airside, airport is also pretty well compact, complex. So there is not really there's no large distance from a business lounge to any gate, basically.
Tell me about your partners. You got some business partners?
This is Fast Track, which is dedicated to LOT's customers, but also to other airlines which are associated with LOT in this way or another. We are part of the largest airline alliance in the world, Star Alliance. And the biggest advantage of that is that LOT is not flying everywhere yet. But together with our partners, we pretty much cover the entire world. So name the destination and we're going to take you. Together with our partners, the part of the journey you'll take on board LOT airplane, but then you can connect on many airlines worldwide. We cover all continents except Antarctica. Not yet. We're not flying yet.
You're not going to Antarctica? That's where that's my next show.
Not yet. But actually, there is increasing demand and increasing interest on flying to the South Pole for tourism purposes. Obviously, not business yet. And apparently there are some plans to set up commercial connections, air connections there, which would be very interesting. And I'm sure that whenever they show up, we're going to have it in the offer.
So I can
literally
soon look it up on the internet.
Absolutely.
I'll be able to.
Literally, you name the destination, and we're going to take you together with our partners. Of course, it means that you check in luggage here in Warsaw to your final destination on one ticket. We all take responsibility for each other's passengers. So you were in the good hands of Star Alliance. It's a great benefit for passengers who fly somewhere where LOT is not flying. On the other hand, it works the other way around. We have a lot of passengers coming to Warsaw on other airlines and connecting here in Warsaw, boarding LOT aircraft flying to Tokyo, Seoul, Beijing, Singapore, or any destination in the US.
Oh, and by the way, we'll do a little weather update right at the end. Stay tuned for that. I think you'll enjoy that. Hello.
Oh, hi.
I like that look that you gave me. Like,
what are you doing here?
The same thing you are. I'm looking for a warm place to go.
Yeah.
Because it's raining outside and it's miserable. Do you have any ideas? I mean, I think you're supposed to know something about the weather.
I might have some ideas.
Did you ever study meteorology or something like that?
Of course I did.
Yeah, you did. You're like an expert.
So what I would suggest, Istanbul or also Dubai is very warm, 30 degrees right now. Also, we are expecting a lot of sun in Tel Aviv.
Oh boy.
Where else? Lisbon is 14 degrees today, so what about Portugal?
I don't know. What do you think? Should we go?
Yeah, sure.
All right, let's go get a ticket. I know where we can go. We can go to LOT Polish Airlines.
Yay!
We're in the right place.
What a great idea.
Come on.